You're starting to sell products online, specifically software as a service or subscription-based products. What kind of elements should you be putting in your pricing page? How should it look? How do you maximize your conversions? Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to break down the ideal SaaS pricing page. Now, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. What you're looking on right here is my Uber Suggest pricing page. I've run tons and tons of A/B tests on it. On top of that, back in the day, I used to be a co-founder of a company called Crazy Egg, which does A/B testing, heat map analytics, and we used to see tons and tons of data that people would share with us on pricing pages, not just for SaaS, but literally all industries, for digital products, for e-commerce. But of course, in today's video, we're discussing SaaS pricing pages. Now, there isn't a one-size-fits-all, quote unquote, but I'm going to show you a few key elements that you need to include if you want a high converting SaaS page. And again, I've run tons and tons of tests. So if you can see here, start off the page, just basic headline. You can have a benefit in there. We found that to work sometimes well too. Not as well as it used to. If you don't put a benefit in a headline, just put one in a tagline underneath, like here is Uber Suggest is the all-in-one tool that makes SEO easy. I recommend putting a badge at the top for either 30-day money-back guarantee or a free trial. We've seen that to boost conversions. Then you can have some bullet points of what you guys offer in your product. One thing that we tested here, this provided around 8-9% lift in conversions, is we break down how we're different than the competition or some sort of unique offer. So when you offer some sort of unique offer, like we offer a lifetime plan, it can help boost conversions. As you can see here, our lifetime offers a money-back guarantee instead of a free trial, but the badge changes as I toggle left and right. And then right below, we just give you an overview of the plans. I'll switch back to monthly. And as you can see, when they toggle back and forth, the lifetime numbers change. But that plan alone, when we did the when we did an overview here, what we found is if we put too much details and we overwhelm them, it actually didn't do as well as just having a quick overview, because some people know what they want and some people want to dive into details. For the people who want the details, they can just click the details button below and go into a box or area that breaks down everything. But I'm going to scroll back up and I'm going to go in order. And then we have the social proof. If you're a new company, we found this to help more. If you're an older company established, we found that it doesn't help too much in conversions, but it doesn't really hurt having it. So we found that that's a good thing to add. Then we also break down everything that you get. And this is just more text-based. That's very visual. We found that not everyone is, comparison oriented, like the comparison tables. We also have that too, but some people just want quick bullets and images describing what they're going to get. So we break that down, and we got this based on objections. What are people struggling with? So in Uber Suggest, we learned that people want hand-holding and training. So we ended up putting that in our pricing page and breaking that down. And then, of course, if they click See Pricing and Plans, it goes down to the table. But let's go back up. And as you scroll back down after we go over, some of the main bullet points, we discuss some more features, and this is part of our tool set. And again, we're ripping out the features that we offer and just showing them in a visual way, because we found that when you just do a comparison table, we were getting a lot of support requests of people saying, hey, it's overwhelming, still not sure what I was getting. So when we did both, a combination of visual images with just quick bullets and a comparison table, we got less support complaints and more conversions. And then underneath that, we have, hey, how are we comparing with other people in price? Are you the same price? Are you more expensive? Are you cheaper? Why is it that you're cheaper? Why is it that you're more expensive? Breaking that all down and showing your company in a more favorable light can help you generate more sales. So we found that's a great conversion adder. And then you get the table. So then the table has every little thing with the check boxes and the details. And then of course they can scroll over and be like, pages crawled per report. What's that? Hover over a question mark. And they can just keep going down. And then you also have the call to actions buttons below. So that way they don't have to scroll back up to click start. And then as you scroll down, we usually end the page with frequently asked questions, because if you have your frequently asked questions answered, you're more likely to increase conversions. And this has been a super high converting page for us. My buddy Gajan from Spiralize, which is a conversion optimization company, funny enough, created this page for me. So thank you, Gajan, for it. But when we were working on it, we went over many different variations to optimize for conversions. And, we found that having frequently asked questions helps, also reduces support requests. And then at the very end, having a call to action where they can get started, we found that that works well. And another thing that a lot of companies don't like, but I recommend it, is adding chat. Because when you add chat, you can talk to someone right away. Someone just fills out the question. They can add chat. It doesn't have to be expensive chat like Intercom or Drift or anything. Just adding some chat where people can ask questions whenever they're going through pricing. We've seen that boost conversions. Even though it's not by a lot, every little bit helps. And what you'll find out is this is what works for us. A lot of these elements also work for other SaaS companies. Take this as a starting point, but don't take this as an end all be all, because what you'll find is some of these things may work for you, some of these things may not. Like one thing that we found that works for most SaaS companies, including us, is having multiple tiers. When you have multiple tiers, majority of the people will always choose the lowest plan, but by having multiple tiers, you can at least maintain your conversion rate in most cases, but you also get some people picking higher tiers, which increases your revenue per user. So I would recommend this as a starting point for your pricing page. And literally you can rip off what I did here. And as you can see, there's no navigation and stuff. And that's because that distracts people from purchasing. And then I do a 2-step checkout. When someone clicks start my free trial, they go to a page where they register, and then when they put in their information, it then sends them out to a checkout page. I've also found that the 2-step increases conversions versus sending everyone to a checkout page with too much information where they feel overwhelmed. So again, use this as a starting point, but don't take this as an end-all be-all. A lot of these elements are tested, not just by us, but many other SaaS companies. Use this as a starting point. Tweak, adjust, and test, and figure out how to maximize it for you and your business. If you have any questions with your pricing page, you need help, you can check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital, where we help companies with this. Although funny enough, Spiralize, which is Gajan's company, is actually better than us at this, so you should probably check them out instead of my own agency. I know that sounds a bit weird promoting another agency, but I'd rather be transparent. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.